Welcome to Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. I'm Big Lou, and this is what I've got going on for you.
Hey, I've been thinking about trying something for a while now, and now that I have a slow and sear, I think I'm gonna try it with the slow and sear. Been thinking about, chicken salad, like the stuff with the mayonnaise, not like the stuff you get like with lettuce and tomato and stuff, and you put grilled chicken on top of it. No, I'm talking about like, chicken salad, the stuff you spread on a sandwich, with mayonnaise and celery and stuff like that in it. Yeah, I've been thinking about making some chicken salad with some barbecued pulled chicken, smoked pulled chicken, whatever you want to do it. You kind of cook the chicken like you would like a pork butt or something, and you get it all moist and everything, and then you pull it with their shredders and you shred it up, and then I'm going to make chicken salad, and I'm going to do that with the slow and sear. Not only that, I got 2 other little small chickens. I'm going to cook those too. So we're going to eat those for dinner. So check it out. Let's make some pulled chicken. Slow and sear, Weber Kettle. Big Lou Barbecue.
All right, prep work. I'm cooking up 3 fryer-sized chickens, and that middle one was crippled, man. It was missing a leg. All right. Fryer-sized chickens aren't very big. They're about as big as a football, all right? Let's get them spatchcocked. You just take a sharp knife, cut the backbone out. Don't throw that backbone away. Use it for stock. I'm going to make some stock with it, put most of the stock up in the freezer, but I'm going to need about 2 ounces of stock for this pulled chicken salad recipe, so stay tuned. If you don't know how to make stock, I'll leave a link down below. You just boil it up with some onions and some flavors and stuff. I also pull out the breastbone when I spatchcock a chicken. A lot of people just break it, but I pull it out. It's not hard to do. And since this one's going to be into chicken salad, I'm going to go ahead and pull the skin off, and pull the skin off now or pull it off later. And it's just easy to go ahead and cook it with the skin off. So once I got them all 3 spatchcocked, I dropped them all 3 into a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and I poured in my Mojo Criollo marinade. I made some Mojo Criollo marinade based on a recipe from Pillsbury.com. That recipe will be down below, except I use fresh grapefruit juice and a few other modifications. I'll tell you about that down in the description box. I also made some of that last winter. It was really good. After 3 hours of marinating, they looked like that. The skinless one looked like it had soaked in the marinade really well, but the thighs and the leg and thighs were coming off. I said leg and thighs because there was only 1 leg on that chicken. All right, it was crippled. Anyway, I'm putting adobo rub on there. This is an adobo that I made based off the Stephen Reichland recipe out of his book. I'll leave a link to that recipe down below. I love adobo, but the store-bought stuff has MSG in it, and so I like to make it myself. That way I don't have to put MSG in it. This recipe doesn't call for MSG anyway. If you're not familiar with adobo, also called sazon, it's a Latin American seasoning popular in the Antilles Islands. Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, places like that. It's real good on chicken anyway, and goes well with the Criollo marinade. All right, grill thrill time. I'm lighting up half a chimney of coals. Doesn't take long for half a chimney to light up. I use paper in my chimney. That's what I thought I was always supposed to do. I see a lot of people using wax cubes, but the paper's free. You order something from Amazon, or I use the leftover paper bags from the previous bag of charcoal or whatever. Doesn't take long for the coals to heat up. Then I dump them into the slow and sear, and I spread them out with my tongs. I forget at first to put on a wood chunk. I'll add the wood chunk later. You'll see that. All right. Then I put the grill grate on, and then I put in an oven thermometer right in the center so I can see the oven thermometer if I peek through the holes. All right, I'm not fancy enough to have a digital thermometer.
All right, time to get this chicken on here. Hey, it's up to 400. That's going to bake chicken really well. 400 with only half a chimney of coals. That's pretty darn efficient. Pretty darn efficient. Get over there. I'll straighten you out later. All right, let me see where I can put these chickens on. Piece of lemon peel in that thing. Go right there. Let's get, I know you're hot. Let's get this one on right there. This one, I'll just put you right in the middle. That's the one we're gonna make pulled chicken out of. And the leg and the thigh, remember it was kind of crippled. It's gonna go right there. All right, so I got this packed down. Don't want you touching the side down. But I think it's gonna cook just fine. Let's spread that out a little bit more. Maybe I should have just cut that all into pieces, but. All right, now, let me get this off of here. Don't really have room for it anyway. Maybe that's why I need a little digital probe. Tell you what, see if we, never mind. You know what, I'm gonna hang it right like that. We'll just leave it right like that, see where it's at. It won't give me an accurate temperature, but it'll give me an idea. Oops, I almost forgot. I did read the instructions. It said what you gotta do is back the vents off to about half closed. Then it should settle back down to about 350. I'll back those down too, and I'll make the adjustments I need to make. I'll know how the chicken's cooking. All right, let's see where this chicken is. I'm telling you what, this thing here is pegged at 350. I'll turn it around and show you. It's 350 right there. These chickens are looking good. It's been about 45 minutes or so. And that is saying 126, 131. So it's not near done yet. What I want to do right now is get these pieces that I'm going to turn into pulled chicken, get them wrapped up into some aluminum foil. Remember, I'm going to make pulled chicken salad now. So, and remember, it was crippled. So I got that right there. Now what I'm going to do, set that right there for a minute. Right, fell on the floor, dead nabbit. What I'm going to do here is that is some of that chicken stock. Remember I told you I was making up some chicken stock? And this is some of that rub. So remember I made chicken stock with the backbones and stuff like that. Boy, standing over that slow and sear really gets hot. I'm gonna stand on this side now. All right. Don't leak out of there, juice. All that stock. So I got that all wrapped up, just like that. I probably should have put it on a table or something. Now, I'm just gonna throw this whole packet right on there like that. I have to move some of these chickens around. I'll get that done off camera. Well, I got them moved around, found places for the foil packet that's gonna have the chicken we're gonna pull in it. And then these that we're gonna eat tonight, that one's looking a little bit more done than this one. But I turned them around so that the breast is facing the slow and sear, and the legs are coming this way. I was expecting 90 minutes. It took about 2 hours. The chickens got a little darker than I wanted. This was done about 10 minutes before the other two were done. But these are at about 170 in the breast, and I like them a little bit better than 165. They're over 180 in the thighs and legs. I'll tell you how they taste. This is about the pulled chicken salad. That's what this video is about. This is that pulled chicken. It came off about 10 minutes earlier. That's what it looks like right there. It looks really moist. I'm going to pull it after we eat dinner. Got the family hungry. All right, dinner was good. Wife said the chicken was awesome, and my son said it was great. Said it might not be the best I've ever made, but it's definitely in the top 5. Now this is a look at the chicken I plan to pull that I wrapped up in aluminum foil. That's going to be good. I can just tell that's going to be good. Let's take a look at the breast meat. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's moist. Take one small little taste of it. Let me get this off the bone and we're going to shred it.
Well, now it's time for the strip and shred. We're going to strip that chicken from the bone, and then we're going to try to shred it. I first tried to shred it with meat claws. That works better on pork. I didn't think it worked too well with the chicken, so I just put the chicken in a bowl and pulled it with my fingers right there and got it all shredded up and pulled real nicely. Made sure there was no bones in there because we're going to make chicken salad. Then there's a mother-child reunion, and that answers that question. See, the chicken was in the bowl first, so that ancient philosophical question was answered. That was 2 hard-boiled eggs chopped up. Now we're adding in half an onion, a rib of celery, a sprig of green onion, and some fresh parsley, probably a little twig that had about half a dozen leaves on it that I chopped up. All right, after we do that, I'm going to add in my favorite mayonnaise. I grew up 60 miles north of New Orleans. Blue Plate was mayonnaise the way we grew up, and that's what it is in my house too. Blue Plate is mayonnaise. Hey, if you like Duke's or Hellman's or whatever, add your favorite mayonnaise if you want in for your chicken salad, that is. Just kidding. After I tasted it, it needed a little bit of salt. Not too much because the chicken was already salted. But it needed quite a bit of black pepper, so I grind up some fresh cracked black pepper in there. I like a lot of black pepper in my chicken salad. I let my wife taste it after this and tell me if it was good. I wait till I'm on camera to taste it here in a minute. But I got to make up a sandwich. That's 2 slices of French bread, and I'm planning to make sandwiches with it to take to work this week. So let's see how well this comes out.
Well, after I tasted it, needed a little bit of salt and a good bit more black pepper, I gave my wife a spoonful of it so she could taste it. She said that was awesome. She said chicken salad was really, really good. Now, I made myself a sandwich. I haven't tasted it yet. I'm about to do so. As far as the 2 chickens we had for dinner, we had a side of black-eyed peas with it. My 11-year-old son said, "Dad, that's great." And my wife said, "It is awesome." Unsolicited, I didn't ask him. And then he asked me, he said, "What'd you cook it on, Dad?" I said, "That new slow and sear thing I got." He said, "Well, that's awesome." He said, "This isn't the best chicken you've ever made, but it's in the top 5. You'll get better with it." He said, "Keep cooking on that." So that's coming from my son. That's what he said. All right. This chicken salad's supposed to be my lunch this week. I gave a bite to my wife. She said it's awesome. She said she may eat the whole bowl. I said, "That's my lunch this week." She said, "I've got to guard it." So let me try it now on the sandwich. I did taste a little spoonful of it. Sorry about that. This really may be some of the best chicken salad I've ever had. I really like the chicken salad with the pulled chicken texture instead of just chopped up. Gotta eat another one. All right, as for the cook, I was expecting the cook to last 90 minutes and get those chickens done in 90 minutes. It took 2 hours to get those 2 chickens we had for dinner done. And it took about 10 minutes less than that to get the stuff done for the pulled chicken because it was wrapped up in the aluminum foil with the chicken stock. Got a little learning curve with the slow and sear. I was expecting it to get them done in 90 minutes. It didn't. And around an hour, I should have added charcoal, maybe 10 to 15 briquettes. At about an hour and 15 minutes, I noticed the temperatures were dropping fast. I added a big chunk of lump charcoal and another little block of oak wood in there just to get the temperature up for the remaining 30 minutes of the cook. I didn't want to add more briquettes to it. I just could get it done with that. I really like the slow and sear. I plan to cook on it a lot more, but you may not see a video with it for a little while because I want to take some practices with it so that there's no more surprises like this. However, my family liked the chicken that came off of it, and that chicken salad is delicious. I gotta finish that sandwich. Big Lou Barbecue.